Good Lord, I'm I'm like baffled at people's stupidity these days. It keeps continuing. It's all stemmed off of Chase Briscoe winning the Xfinity race, so bravo to you for beating Bell. Sick of seeing him win every week or so. So someone commented, finally a Chase won after a while. I'm like, you realize a Chase won this year? That's not a while, but it's been this season. A while would be like a year or two. Like, it's just pathetic how these haters have nothing better to do than talk shit about Chase. It's really freaking annoying. I said, Chase won at Talladega. It's like, well, it's almost August. I'm like, who gives a shit when it is? Okay. Sorry, talking to my dog. Like, who cares what month it is? He still won this year. And now another Chase won in another series. Whoop-de-doo. And this person is like the typical Chase hater. The same overused excuses and bullshit I hear come out of all their mouths, or just read. Joey, what are you doing? Joey, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. There we go. Be a part of the video. But anyway, they were like talking so much smack on Chase and like saying he's not ready for the Cup Series and he's just not good. He's a bad driver, and I'm like, he's a bad driver. How come he's been in the playoffs all 4 seasons now? He's been in the Cup Series, been in the top 10 or top 5 in points overall all 4 seasons so far. Has 4 wins in the last year. Beat some of the best in the business: Harvick, Truex, Busch. Just saying. And of course, these people are like, and one person messaged me saying, for a person to be so hyped up on a fan and be passionate about the sport, and to be let down by someone with little to no talent, was Chase actually done in the Cup Series since he's been in? I'm like, really? The youngest driver ever to win the pole for the Daytona 500, one of the most consistent young drivers in the damn sport. He's had the most successful rookie season since Denny Hamlin came Rookie of the Year, in a landslide, basically. Was top 5 in points in his sophomore year, and would have gone to the Final Four at Homestead. Getting these scam calls is really annoying. But anyway, he almost made it to Homestead in his sophomore season in the 24 car. His first win came at one of the toughest road courses in the Cup Series. Sonoma is so-so, but Watkins Glen is the real deal. If you win there, you're like, you've made it. He held on to the lead, held off Truex, who's won there 2 times prior to that, like 2 times back-to-back. Like back-to-back wins at Watkins Glen, and become one of the best road course racers currently, and held him off for 30 laps. 30. Chase led the most laps that day, was with the fastest car that weekend. Even Busch said it after the damn race. And that's hard for Busch to admit that Chase was like the faster car all weekend. So had to look out for him and that 9 car. And And what other driver has the knowledge of throwing their car out of gear on the first turn to not spin out? And people are like, it would take any skill or talent to win that race. I'm like, then you get in a cup car and you do the same damn thing Chase did on that final lap, and I guarantee you, you wouldn't be saying that. A road course, any road course takes talent and skill. He's a great road course racer. He's becoming one. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Joey. But he beat Truex, holding him off for 30 laps. People are making excuses that he is not good at all. He has like little to no talent. And like if he had no talent, he had no Xfinity Series championship and come runner-up in the standings the very next year and being the most popular driver in those 2 years and being the most popular driver now in the Cup Series. Stop it. But anyway, next one, Dover. People again making excuses saying he only won because of penalties and other drivers. I'm like, you can't win a race based on lap 10. You run the whole race. The most dominant car is not always gonna win the race. It's been evident with Chase's career. Like he would be like the most dominant car on track, and then he would have something happen and he'd lose the race. Is that right? I know, I agree. Like with Kevin Harvick, those 2 races that Chase won at Kansas and Dover, Harvick shot himself in the foot. He screwed up. That has nothing to do with how Chase won the race. Chase was one of the better cars, Dover and Kansas. He was pacing Kevin Harvick when he was in second place to chase him down for the lead. Harvick screwed himself up on pit road. As a veteran, he should know better, but it happens, and Chase took advantage and won that race because he had one of the faster cars other than Harvick. He beat Busch and Larson, who are 2 really good drivers. Dover, Chase won the race on older tires compared to the rest of the field, like against Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and all these guys on 2 separate restarts, and destroyed them on the restart and won that race. So, and Talladega was a manufacturer-like battle, and I'm gonna say it's not without Kurt's help with what he did on the final laps of that race. Chase probably wouldn't have won Talladega, but Chevy pulled through, worked together, and won that race. And Chase happened to be out front. And because God forbid Chase gets any credit for winning any race that comes with skill, talent, and good strategy by his crew chief. People are like, well, what has he done in the Cup Series? I'm like, I just told you. Every year he's been in Cup, he's been the most consistent young driver in the damn sport. Jones has only won 1 race due to everyone just wrecking out. Larson has won 5, but he hasn't won since 2017 at Richmond. Blaney has won 2 races. I'm not hating on Blaney, but just saying he has 1 win at Pocono from the 21 car in 2017 and the Roval last year in the 12 car. So all these young drivers like Chris Buescher, he has 1 win. And that's literally what other Bowman has 1. So, and Austin Dillon, he has 2. Out of all those young drivers, Chase has been the most consistent. But no, the haters just want to make excuses and say the same old thing about him, saying he doesn't deserve his ride, he's just there for because of his dad, and da 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 da. And I'm like, anyway, I just, no matter how much truth and facts you throw into their heads, they're not going to listen because they just don't want to admit that Chase is actually a good driver. So, and more Hendrick news. Well, Chase was on the Dale Jr. podcast this past week. If you haven't listened to it, go take a listen. Very good. I think it was hilarious. Chase showed, like, his personality showed and his sense of humor and whatever. If you follow my Instagram, like my fan Instagram account, the link is in my bio to hear the podcast because it's really, really good. What else? Hooters revealed a special paint scheme for the Bristol Night Race on August 17th. Like Hooters, like spirits or something like that, is like alcohol drinks, stuff like that, different kind of drinks like tequila or vodka, whatever. So I think it's a badass looking car. It's gonna look good under the lights. His teammate, Jimmie Johnson, news came out of the 48 camp that Kevin Meendering is no longer be the crew chief for the 48, but will still be a part of the Hendrick in some way to help work on all four cars. Cliff Daniels, who's been with Jimmy's team to win like championships and stuff like that, has now become the new crew chief for the 48, effective immediately. So he'll be the crew chief at Watkins Glen this weekend, and I feel like he'll probably do a really good job. It's like Kevin Meendering didn't do a bad job. It's just we need the new change of pace to get this team actually getting a little bit more consistent with their finishes and runs, and can bring like this better cars. So that's pretty much the news for the week. Like between like all the Hendrick stuff like that, Byron got the best like finish for the Hendrick cars. Like he was pretty much fast all weekend, qualifying and all that. Besides all of them pretty much starting in the back, besides Bowman. Bowman was having a solid run, but something happened on that last restart or something. I don't know what happened, but like Chase had his issues, like wrecking the car. Byron is like finished in the top 5. I'm kind of surprised it's only his second top 5. I thought he had more than that, but he's having he's like in a better season than last year. Let's just say that. Bowman had good speed. Johnson had really good speed until he like fell off. I don't know what happened, but other than that, Denny Hamlin won New Hampshire for the 5th time, most of any active driver currently. 3rd win of the season. I think he's kind of the underdog here. Like no one considers him like a championship winning driver, like contending driver, but I feel like if everything goes well, he could probably make it to the Final 4 if he doesn't have issues in the playoffs like he normally does every year. He will probably make it to the Final 4. So hopefully we can get a Chevy in there, because god damn, there's too many damn Chevys to not make it to the Final 4. Let's come on. But anyway, Watkins Glen is next. We all know what happened last year. That was a great day. Hopefully we can kind of repeat that or get a solid finish, because we need a solid finish. Or just a good run to start, finish off the season, regular season with good runs, because we need all the stage points and stage wins we can get, or just a win in general for a race. So we have some good tracks coming up for Chase and Hendrick. So if no one knows, this is my dog Joey. This is Jojo. But anyway, I'm going to eat some lunch, and then I have to go to work within the next hour. It's gonna be a long day because I'm closing at 9 o'clock tonight. So it's gonna be a long, busy day. Pray for me. So I eat some Mexican food and snuggle with this doggy. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.